Boom. All right, guys. Just wanted to bring up something that had come across my attention. And I think it's pretty cool, and I just figured I'd share some information about it, about as far as I know, and some of the good and bad about it. That being said, so you guys can see on my screen, I just have Gitcoin pulled up. You guys don't know what Gitcoin is. It's basically a DAO, and if you guys don't know what a DAO is a decentralized, autonomous organization. All right, so it's an organization that's run by smart contracts. So code, right? It's an organization that's run by code, not by humans. And with Gitcoin, there's several things you can do here. Okay, basically, if you're a developer, and I think this is mostly developer oriented, but if you're a developer, you can earn cryptocurrency while building on projects that are just open source projects. And that's pretty cool. Just the fact that there's a platform out there that you can earn crypto essentially anonymously, because technically you don't have to be upfront with who you are. You can just say, your name, whatever it is, and you do need a GitHub account, all right? You do need a GitHub account. As you guys can see over here, I'm using my GitHub account, like my actual GitHub account, right? But that's just me. If you want to be anonymous, it doesn't matter, right? You can make a random GitHub account and do what you want. But there's a plethora of these projects which you can earn from. And yeah, you can also learn. It says, learn from industry leaders and build meaningful relationships. That's pretty cool too. You can actually, if you don't know a lot about Web3 development, you can come in here, and this is kind of like an excuse for you to learn, because you can actually get paid to learn. There's some things I saw that were as little as like deploying a smart contract to like a specific blockchain, and you could get like, I think the reward was like 4 DOT. So I mean, right now I think 1 DOT is like $25. So I think $100 something, $120 for free for just deploying a smart contract, which is relatively easy to do. All right. Another thing is, if you're a developer, you can network with a team of people, and you can build projects together, and that can be done anonymously as well, right? And I guess for like business entities and normies, or just people who don't develop, or even if you are a developer, you can actually fund open source projects, and so you can build like or you can create a grant project, and you can donate your money to it if you want, and you can ask others to contribute to money to it, depending on how important it is. I'm assuming the community would make the decision themselves of how much they wanted to donate to it. Alas, there's some pretty cool things going on here. So let's just take a look. What I wanted to do is let's take a look at some of these grants and stuff. But first, if you don't know what a grant is, basically, let's just read what they say. Do more, work faster. Gitcoin is the easiest way to leverage the open source community to incentivize or monetize work. And yeah, that's another important point here. Like, this can incentivize people to do open source work through the community on Web3, because they can get paid in crypto, right? Pretty good incentive if you ask me. Argument your team's workflow. Save time on non-core tasks. Build out interesting features and squash pesky bugs. Create space for your core team to focus on the right projects, the right problems. Hire global talent. All right, so this part is like what I think this is also like stands out a lot to me. So Gitcoiners include designers and developers working in countries all around the world. Get to know your potential talent through the projects that you bounty. What better way to interview? Yeah, so you just basically, what you have to do is basically you just like open up a bounty for some kind of bug on your team's GitHub repository, and you're like, hey, here's $2,000 in stablecoins. Whoever can figure this out can get the bounty, right? Whether you're a developer or a designer, pretty cool stuff, right? And here's I pulled up some of these guys, some of the bounties that are out here, and let's see. Here's one that's $9,000. One Word Geo, with the company One Word, I think it's a company, Geospatial NFT Marketplace. 2 days ago, 0 application. So you have to like apply to some of these bounties, and I guess they'll allow you to do it. And obviously you're not going to get paid unless you can complete the bounty, right? Here's one for 12,500 USD, and via 409 SOV coin, whatever that token is. I'm not even sure, but let's look at this right here. And I have intermediate selected, so I don't have beginner or advanced selected. So I guess some would consider these intermediate tasks. But if you think about it, $12,500 for an intermediate task is not that bad, right? Especially if you can do it all from home. So let's see, prize bounty, first place 7,500 in SOV, runner-up 5,000 in SOV. Both winners eligible for post-hackathon grants. So this is actually, so this is a hackathon grant. Submission requirements: participant needs to be at least 18 years old, register online, yada, yada, yada. What makes the submission complete? A presentation PDF, so you need a PDF, a link to your public GitHub repo, a link to a video demo. Yes, this is also just basic stuff here. And I'm not sure where it actually expresses the criteria. Maybe it's on GitHub. We can look at that. All right, so yeah, it looks like on their GitHub, they have a description for everything they want. Hex strings are uncomfortable to work with. Human readable addresses would be so much nicer. Show us how they can work with Sovereign. And that's, I guess, that's what SOV token is for Sovereign, whatever that platform is, or whatever Sovereign is. Assuming some sort of ERC20, like maybe it's like some sort of ERC20 project. All right. Anyway, guys, my conclusion on this is the whole point of this type of project, Gitcoin, is just kind of like one more step to sovereign individualism, right? It's one more step to you can make money doing your work that is included in your craft, right? So if you're a developer, if you're a coder, you can literally just make money without leaving home, without having to interview at a place, without having to be dependent on a specific company, and you can do this anywhere in the entire planet, right? It's not like they're limiting this to people in certain countries. And again, this is a DAO, right? It's a decentralized autonomous organization. So they're not gonna, unless in the code they say someone with your name can't work here. And again, they don't even need to have your name, right? So that's what I think is pretty freaking cool. All right, pretty freaking cool. So this kind of stuff does exist and it is out there, guys. And we're just kind of at the beginning of this type of work, right? That being said, though, to be realistic, there's not a whole lot of things posted on here yet. And I know Gitcoin is a relatively new project, so there's really not a whole lot of things posted out on here yet for people to do. But I do suspect that as time passes, this is going to be used a lot more, and probably things like this as well. So this is just a bright future for us developers and us people who just want to be sovereign individuals. And yeah, I thought this was really cool and interesting, so I decided to show you guys. That's all I got, guys. Drop a comment, if you know more information about this too, actually drop a comment and let me know. Maybe there's some sort of other platform out there that does this. Josh from Eat Live Program.